Hi ladies, so today I'm going to walk you through the process of making an oil and a pomade for your man's beard. I'm going to start with the beard oil. The base for the beard oil that I make is the same exact base as my hair oil. When my husband started growing his beard out, he needed something to condition the hair, and I said, hey, why not use my hair oil? So we tried it. It gave a wonderful shine and conditioned it really well. And so then I just modified it a little bit. Same exact base. I just threw in different essential oils that were more suitable for a man because lavender is just a little too floral for my taste to have sitting on my husband. So anyway, if you didn't watch my postpartum hair loss video, that's okay. I'll go through the base with you. So what I use as a base, well, first of all, I get a glass jar or a glass bottle here, like a pump one, and inside of that, the base is black cumin seed oil, and I use black cumin seed oil specifically for the hair because it is known to help retain hair's pigment. So if you're having problems with premature graying or anything like that, this is a really good oil for that. And then the second carrier oil that I throw in there is black castor oil. You don't have to use black castor oil. You can just use regular castor. The label's kind of rubbed off that, but this is castor. And what castor oil is known for is the shine and to keep hair nice and moisturizing. And then the last carrier oil I use is jojoba. Jojoba is very, very close to our natural sebum, so it is well accepted by the skin, and therefore it makes a great carrier oil for other things like your essential oils that you're going to add into it. So then that's your base, and I put that into this glass bottle in equal parts, and then I add my essential oils. So I like woodsy, earthy smells for my husband. So first one I'll throw in there is cedarwood, and because it's woodsy, it's slightly sweet. It's also known to be an aphrodisiac, so you know it's kind of enticing, I guess, in that sense. But it's also antimicrobial, helps out in preventing some yeast issues that might be going on with hair and beards. And my husband has some friends that a couple of them who had to at some point in time shave their beards off because of infections they were getting in their skin. So this is a good one to help keep that skin and that hair pretty clean. And then another one I throw in there is frankincense and amyris. And I use amyris. Amyris is very woodsy, very deep and woodsy, and I use that as an alternative to sandalwood. Sandalwood's my absolute favorite to smell on my husband. I got him a sandalwood comb, beard comb and everything, so that way the smell can kind of just it can kind of just transfer over into his beard. But that essential oil is pretty expensive, so when it doesn't really fit in the budget, I'll pick this one up. So anyway, I just put those in according to ratios that I like, and throw it into this, shake it up, and there you go. You got your beard oil. All right, so then moving on to the pomade. I'm going to go ahead and do that with you on video. So you're going to want to get a saucepan and put it on pretty low heat on your stove. And the base for the pomade is going to be beeswax and just like the little pellets. And then you want a really thick moisturizer or a lotion. I'm choosing to use shea. Can't even read that, but it's shea. And another alternative would be like a coconut oil or something. But coconut oil sometimes people's skin doesn't tolerate it very well. And shea would be a little bit safer. You know, and it's also, shea is actually a little bit thicker. So anyway, the ratio that I do for my husband specifically is a 1 to 4. So it would be a 1 part beeswax and then about 3 to 4 parts of the shea. That can be adjusted depending on how much training your husband's mustache and beard needs. My husband has been growing his out since December, January, so it's pretty well trained at this point. And so I just use a little bit of beeswax. But if you need something that holds it a little bit stronger, then the beeswax, add more beeswax. You have to be careful with the beeswax though, because it's really waxy, so it can be hard to spread, which is why you need something like this to help it spread easier. And then, you know, if it's too hard to spread, you don't want to end up pulling the hairs off of your husband's face, or you don't want him to do it. So anyway, have that on low heat, and you first put your beeswax in and you melt it. And while that is melting, before it starts smoking, you're going to then put your lotion or cream in. So in my case, it's the shea butter. And mix that all in together as that melts. Put you on the stove here. So sit here and just mix it all in together until it's all melted. Up a little bit higher. And while that's melting, I'm actually going to go ahead and put my essential oils in. So you don't have to put essential oils in if you don't want a scent, but hey, I like a scent, he likes a scent, so I just use the same exact essential oils that I use for his beard oil. I'm going to throw right into this thing while it is melting. Another alternative too for a manly smell would be like copaiba. And copaiba is actually a very strong anti-inflammatory. So if they're, you know, especially if there's skin issues on your husband has with growing his beard out, that would be a great one to throw into your mixture. Amyris and copaiba, a little bit thick, so getting them out of these bottles, it's just, they don't drip as easily. So anyway, and this is all melted up already, and all I'm gonna do is just throw it into plastic. I really don't use plastic, but you know, it's all I had, so sorry. And put a lid on it and throw it into the fridge. Now, I make small amounts because he likes to be able to take this around. I made a larger one, but when he first started growing it out, but he's asked me to make smaller containers so it's easier for him to transport it. So anyway, this is gonna go into the fridge so it can set. Okay. And when that is hardened, it's going to look something like this. And like I said, the pomade is just to help train the mustache or help train the beard. It's not something my husband uses every day. You know, he uses it every now and then. Now, this has lasted since he started growing his beard out, so December or January. But anyway, so I hope that that has helped you in making this wonderful thing for your husband's beard, and you know, kind of get you a little bit like taking some pride in his beard, which he takes pride in too. So it has helped me to enjoy the beard and appreciate it and accept it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Goodbye.